Alrighty, hey guys, Shane here. Shanky golf. I'm going to do a few of these kind of 60-yard shots and just control dynamic loft and kind of talk to you about how I control that dynamic loft. I do it both in the setup and I also do it dynamically as well. A lot of the time I think I just do it dynamically. I stand kind of how I stand, and if I want to hit a lower shot that runs out, so normal setup, if I want to hit a lower one that just kind of has a little bit more release to it, I'll just kind of hit a lower one that has a little bit more release to it. So there with my 60 degree, I've delivered 46 degrees aloft at 57 miles an hour. If I want to hit one that spins a little bit more, I can set myself up the same and just spin one a little bit more. So 57 degrees of loft. Notice how much that club head speed jumped up to get that extra spin. The sort of hop and stop one. That will kind of be in between really the numbers. Normally deliver the hop and stop one kind of 50 degrees, sort of thereabouts, and it will just bounce and stop like that. The run out one is typically kind of 45-ish. Spinny one's closer to the 60. You can do it obviously in your setup as well, so if you want to hit the lower one you could go back in the stance, lean the handle more forwards. The only trouble with that is just try not to get too steep at it and just back down on it. If you do that on grass you probably won't get away with that so much. Most of the time my angle of attack stays around 3-4. If I tend to stick it back in the stance and try and do it that way, the angle of attack does get a little bit steeper. I don't like that for being out on the course, so if I do it more from my normal setup, it doesn't change it quite so much. Obviously a misread there on HMT. Minus 3.1 loft, and the face was 90 degrees closed. I think that probably would have hit my left shin. So I tend to do it more in my setup and then just deliver the club in less lofted, or let the club head release a little bit more to give it the loft. Kind of doesn't really help you much. It's just what I do. And I guess I tend to play most of these. If I was going to have a preference, I tend to hit most of these with the bounce and stop. That's more the one I feel kind of comfortable with. Just the hop and stop. I don't really like the kind of whole loads of backspin. So trying to flight it in there, loads of backspin. You've got to be spot on with the yardage, otherwise you're always spinning it back away from the hole. I don't like that one. Hit at the back, I might be tempted to hit a gap wedge or something like that. Let's go. Let's go draws and fades. Let's go draws and fades. So 181, slightly up the hill. So I'm going to hit 6 iron. How I change my setup for the draws and fades. And then that'll do, because I don't think there's anyone watching, so I'll play golf instead. So for a fade, if I was going to fade it, I would aim my club face where I want the ball to start. I would then aim my feet further to the left than that. And I would then grip the club in relation to my body. So effectively, to me, the club face is open there. And I just make sure then that I swing my club along the line of my feet. So everything, toes, knees, hips and shoulders is all lined up left of my club face position. So my face is open to my path. And all I then do is just commit to that path of where I'm aiming. Push. It's a little bit better. Club face has to be open to path, otherwise it won't fade. That's it really. Very easy. And then draw is just the opposite. Face to the right, feet further right than that. Grip in relation to your body, so the club face is actually slightly closed. Swing along the line of your body. And then it draws. Easy peasy, I'm done. I'm going to play some golf instead.